Hi, I'm Mike Zeller. I'm a breakthrough coach here in Nashville, Tennessee, and part of my inspiration for being a part of Songbird Camps and helping create it was I read a book in the fall last year called The War of Art, and it just really encompassed the whole journey of an artist and the inner battle we face in any form of creativity, whether you're an artist, a musician, a songwriter, even an entrepreneur. One of the biggest challenges and your biggest battle you ever have is with yourself. We're going to tackle things like writer's block. We're going to tackle things like developing inner confidence and how to face our fears. Because as an artist and a creator, that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, obstacle we ever face is really inside and those inner fears. Another thing we're going to talk about in terms of mindset is a lot of writers. One of the things they struggle with is they're seeking perfection in that song or in whatever they're working on, and we want to basically release you from that block, because that inhibits your creativity, because it's based on fear and anxiety, where it's never good enough, and that can tend to block your ability to create something amazing, because you're expecting it to be perfect. And works of art, rarely do they ever achieve a state of perfection. So one of the key elements of Songbird Camp is unplugging from your normal life. For example, last year, one of the biggest trips I've ever taken, actually the biggest trip I've ever taken, I went to Argentina for 6 weeks right after I read The War of Art. And I just wanted to unplug from my normal work so I could be infused with creativity and have space for my mind and my heart to breathe and to create and to think and to experience something new. As Ben and many other of the mentors that we'll have and key songwriters that we'll have at the camp will attest, one of the vital aspects of a good co-writing session and an inspiring session where ideas are flowing and you're just in the zone and you're in the state of flow where work becomes play is you're unplugged from distraction. And you're able to zone in, you're fully present, and in that moment, fear subsides and confidence resides, because you are now just in this zone where anxiety has no role in your creation process, and your heart has room to breathe and room to speak. And from your heart is typically, as an artist, that's where your best ideas come from. That's where your soul in essence is, or your spirit, whatever metaphysically you want to speak of, is longing to speak and longing to create something. And most of the time in our busy modern life, we can't access that unless we're really, really intentional and disciplined about creating an environment for that. And so this retreat is going to be instrumental in that. In creating it for the weekend is our goal, is that you will, by the end of the weekend, be operating in a state of flow and writing in a state of flow. But then we hoped that when you go back, you have more skills and more ability to access that state of flow whenever you're writing. And we want to help you guys with that, because we know that there's some brilliant and beautiful songs that are going to be written and that you guys can write and will write over the course of your life. And we want to help you create those. And you're going to be around other dreamers, other creators, other inspiring people that are also in the muck of creating, where it's like a challenge, day in and day out sometimes to create. Unplugging from your normal life and getting in a retreat-like setting is going to be instrumental to creating breakthroughs and throughout your life. I want to encourage you guys to make that a pattern of life, to at least once a quarter, get away for a weekend and get around other people like yourself that are creative and writers and hash out ideas and unplug from Facebook. I'm Mike Zeller. I'm a breakthrough coach here in Nashville, Tennessee. I want to invite you to visit songbirdcamp.com. Take a look. I want to invite you to be a part of the camp as well. Go ahead and register. Shoot us an email if you have any questions. But we'd love for you to be a part of it, because we think it's going to be an amazing camp. It's going to inspire a lot of great songwriting, and hope to see you there.
empty. You ask, is it half full?